presenters and most welcome guests. It's really my honor to be the LE tonight. And since there's no G, so I would like to give a brief comment of tonight's meeting. First of all, I think our two TMEs tonight, Joyce and Tina, really did a good job because you can see very clearly that they too both dress up. Yeah, so that we can know easily that tonight's thing is Halloween. And then let's move on. I'll start from the TME. There are some very great expressions like scare me to death. And Joyce said never leave the stage after TME allows you. Then this way you meant that you should leave this. Then if you say so, you mean that you should leave the stage before TME allows you. Okay, I'd like to repeat again. Never leave the stage after TME allows you, which means you should leave the stage before TME allows you. So what you should say never leave the stage until TME allows you. Yeah, and then be careful of the end sound. That is, for many times Joyce say congratulations, but instead of congratulations, you should say congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, and ZOMBIE, pronounce zombie, not zombie. Yeah, and instead of demon, it should be demon, DEMON. And yes, and now, yeah, let's move on to the speakers part. The first speaker, Dale. Where's Dale? Hey? Oh, Dale, yeah. I found that you had very good word choice. Yeah, you said something. You said words like breathtaking and phenomenon, and yeah, and they are all very good words and advanced words. Yeah, and also some expressions like came to a conclusion and have a better understanding of. Yeah. And but here I heard you said solve the problem. It should be solve. The problem is solved. Solve a problem. And I also heard you said sentence that these problems sounds not very feasible. Right? You said these problems sound not very feasible. Yeah, but yeah, feasible is a very good word. It means practical, possible, or likely to happen. But so instead of problem, you should say the solution sounds not very feasible. It means the solution isn't likely to work. Yeah, and and I love this sentence. You said they are so simple but govern everything in the world. Yeah, that's very comprehensive. And the second speaker, James, yeah. You said trim your hair, but instead of trim, it should be trim, TRIN. Yeah, TRIN, trim. And I love the expression that you said, the world broke into pieces. And then you said, the broken pieces in my heart start to combine. But this word combine, if you want to use the word combine, the subject should be a person instead of a thing. You can't say the pieces of the glass combine themselves. Yeah, it doesn't work. Instead of combine, you should say the pieces in my heart start to come together. The pieces in my heart start to come together. And you use a play of word. You said burst into anger. Yeah, because usually we say burst into tears and laughter. Yeah, I think that's a very good usage. but it should be burst out into tears or burst out into laughter. You laugh out the word out. Yeah. And but for this word anger, we seldom use it in this collocation. We seldom say burst out into anger. Instead, we say express our anger, express anger, give vent to anger, show anger, or tremble with anger. And for the third speaker, Ken, I heard you said, one of your friends is from Mississippi State, but actually Mississippi is a state itself, so you can just cross out the word state. Just say it's from Mississippi. And and you also use some very good words and sentences like exhausting, and it was not blah 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 until blah blah blah. That's a very useful expression. And for next speaker, Janet. I heard you said in there for many times, but since there, you understand. You should say just there, yeah. And you said the morning class is some students and the afternoon class is some students. And I suggest that you can say the morning class is for some students and the afternoon class is for the other students. I also heard you say that give me lots of reasons. Like you were talking about the students, right? And you said that they gave you some reasons, like my eyes are not comfortable. But do you think that's really reasons? Reason is reasonable, so you should say give me lots of excuses. Yeah. For example, I inquired about her reason for leaving, and she gave me the excuse that she slept over. Yeah, sleeping over isn't a reason, right? So you should use excuse instead. And yeah. And Paris. Where's Paris? Paris, hello, Paris. You said cherry flower or some other flowers, I forgot. Cherry flower flows down at its height of beauty. I suggest that you can say cherry flower falls down at its highest beauty. And if you think it's not so poetic, then you can add the adverb gently to it. So it becomes the cherry flower gently falls down at its highest beauty. Well, that's so poetic. Yeah. And I love the sentence. Love is manipulation. Yeah. And your speech echoed to a Jen's speech about the curly hair. Yeah, that's a very good point. And Cecile, and I would like to point out that you said life is full of whiskey. It should be whiskey choices. It should be risky choices. Risky choices. And you also said we are afraid of despairing. Yeah. But for the word despair as a verb, we usually use it in a collocation like despair at something or despair of something. Instead, just use despair itself. Or you can say we are afraid of sinking into despair. Use despair as a noun. And for the table topic session, I heard one of the speakers said in the weekend. Instead, it should be on the weekend. And the last part is about some something that the three judges said. Yeah, Amy said, James, yeah. Oh, sorry, Miss Pumpkin. Yeah, Miss Pumpkin said that James' curly hair is interesting, but I think it should be charming. Yeah, I remember that in this winter vacation, yeah, I fly to Thailand and to teach the junior high, no, teach the elementary children there, and I work with a Danish guy, and I remember that once I said, "Your face look interesting," and he just frowned because I think it connotes some negative meanings. So I should say instead, your maybe facial expressions, yeah, not face. And then, and I love the comments Elan made, that is, your experience is quite thrilling. Yeah, thrilling is a very good word. It can be both scaring or interesting, and then and also exciting. And I heard Cassie said, "I have nothing to say." You should say, "I have nothing to say either," or "nothing to say either." Yeah. And I heard Miss Pumpkin said, when you were commenting Harry's speech, you said you spoke fast, or something like that, and no pause. Keep speaking, and no pause. Yeah, and you can say you spoke fast without any pause. Yeah, that would be concise and just right to the point. Yeah. Here's another. I left out this part. It's also from James' speech. You said less brilliant appearance. But for this adjective of brilliance, we usually use this adjective to refer to experience or performance or idea, like brilliant performance, brilliant idea. We seldom use it to describe the appearance. So for appearance, you should say less impressive appearance or less attractive experience instead. Yeah. So since it's a junior COP, so the speakers are all very experienced. So there's not so many mistakes that I can point out, but I hope that from my humble suggestions and from what I've discovered, I hope you can just remember those points I made and improve your speech. Yeah, it's all about the language evaluation thing. 建议